Hi guys, thanks for being here. So we're gonna get chatting. Thank you guys for being here and watching. I have like so many announcements and thank yous I'd like to make. Um, Number one, super huge news for the game. So I was on and am on the game's mixtape ahead of the game. So super excited about that. It's going to be super cool to just keep sharing. If you guys just keep sharing the love, um, that's literally so awesome and it literally means the world. So yeah, uh, got released on on the 7th. And um, thank you. Oh, merci beaucoup, Patrick. Super. Merci, merci. En tout cas, merci pour le soutien et the game. Check out la mixtape de The Game pour le track Back in the Game. Donc voilà, merci beaucoup. Anyway, I really love, having all your support. I've gained a lot of support over the last couple of days as well. So if you're in here and, you guys are new to the Audie B fam, um, literally just, chuck in your name, say hi, and I'll give you guys a shout out or, repost my content and tag me. And I'll be reposting you guys for a shout out. I want to get to know you, the love. So yeah, that's some super news. We hit over 13K on Instagram. That's some other news which I'm super excited about too. So thank you for all the love on the 13K on Instagram. Now, yeah, so chuck in a hi, chuck in a hey. I'll shout you guys out. So, Patrick Pastilla, I know he follows me on Instagram as well. So, and I do reply, to messages, I reply to comments. I'm here to chat. So, yeah, hit the 13K. That was super cool. Si vous avez des questions, if you guys have any questions, drop them in, write them in, and I'll reply. In the meantime, today's story time with Audie B theme is is music and inspiration and songwriting. What I'll be talking about, today's topic is like vocal training for rappers. I'm not going to vocally train anybody, but what I do want to talk about today is the importance of vocal training for rappers and how, when I started off like rapping, people were like, yeah, just sort of feel the vibe and, just do this. And I was just feeling my own vibe. Like I was just doing my own thing. The important thing is it's so important to, number one, to understand music. Like I don't know how to read music, for example, but it's just about I dance. So I have that notion of music and of notes and things like that. But what is super important is about knowing, what notes to make, having to play around with music notes, things like that. So you don't necessarily need to, go to, do 4 years of music class. But it's super important to be able to understand, how the music works, how your body works as well, to be able to breathe, for example, even. So I'll just be telling you guys a little bit about a background of what I've learned in vocal training and how I think, it helps. At the start, we we learn what basically the keys are, on the piano and things like that. But the first thing is really learning how to breathe. And that's super important for a rapper because you want to start to get that stamina happening, to not be sort of like breathe, be out of breath, like through when you're hitting like, 16 bars and, flowing super fast. You want to be able to, know where the timing is to breathe. and also be able to control that breathing if you've chosen to be able to balance, that breathing out. So, it's learning about different techniques about how to breathe. And I honestly do, if you guys are up for it, is to go, on YouTube. I might do one in the next couple of weeks. But is to go on YouTube and actually get those lessons in how to breathe properly and understanding, um, every single thing from the stomach to the esophagus to the head and the nose, and just finding where that voice and how the breathing comes out, which is essentially how your notes and how your voice comes through and how to control that. So that's super important. Um, then, for rappers, it's also important to learn not to be in tune, but to know what melodies and accords like you're going to get. So you're not just speaking, like rapping is a singing technique, and it's super important to know that, to be able to play around with accents, and not accents in the same sense of like language accents, but being like, working on a fast note here, going a bit higher, going a bit lower in the voice, in the tone. And to get to know that is to be able to know what's in tune. So, being around a piano, and actually I've just invested in a little keyboard. So I didn't have like personally a keyboard. I had the recording studio and vocal training, things like that. But what I've done is like invested in a piano, not a huge piano, just like a little electric keyboard, just to be able to, for myself, like find my notes, find the keys, find actually helps, if you're a rapper, to get and actually not just be writing your texts, but also find yourself that melody. Find yourself, start to basically compose your own rhythm, your own melody to the text, so that when you get into the studio, you're not vibing, not, you've got to vibe off the beat maker, off the producer, right? But so that you're like, hey, you say to the producer, hey, I want a beat like this, so give me this and that, to go with this melody. It gives not only intention, and it just does your text justice. So I definitely recommend, like, as a rapper, to invest in that little electric keyboard. Every day start getting it's an accordeur. It's like accordeur is what they call it in French. It's just this little thing on your phone where if you hit a key and it's a do, and then you've got to reproduce it through singing, or just come out and find if you're off tune or if you're in tune. And that's super, super important as well. So you can just literally walk around all day around your house doing that, breathing, up, down. Also, before you get on stage, hang on, I haven't prepared for this. Bear with me. I'm just going to get a pen, because this is like the most awesome thing to do. This is from my vocal coach who taught me how to do this. So basically, you get a pen. Okay, right, guys? You do like all your songs, and even the day before, and even while you're running or whatever, get the pen, put in your mouth here between your teeth, right? And then just start spitting your bars or your song with the pen. And this, like, it will super help. I must look so stupid, but whatever. This will super help with articulation. So you'll be so because it's so much more difficult, instead of doing just these exercises, like, to get the articulation before going on stage, or, a couple of people like massage their cheeks, just literally put this pen in your mouth and just recite your whole track, with the instrumental in the background with this. And then you'll just find that the articulation is so much easier, because you've just done like your whole rap with a pen in your mouth. So yeah, it would help, like, it will literally help so much. Also, if you have your own tracks, what I like to do is speed up the BPMs, so speed up the speed of the song, so that they get that articulation happening. So yeah, speed up the BPMs in the track, right? And when you speed up the BPMs in the track, it means when you slow it back down to the original sound, it will be so much easier. So, for example, I do it with my songs, but you know, when everyone was doing the Eminem's Godzilla rap challenge, well, there was a tutorial actually on YouTube that would start off with, you know, super low BPMs, like 60 BPM. So that whole rap fast verse from Eminem was super slow, and then it would hit up to 80, and then we would do it at 100, and then 120, and it went. I think the BPMs for the track was like 140 or something, but in that tutorial it went up to 140, and then it went up to 150, and then went up to 160. So basically we were learning it, doing it actually faster than Eminem, in the sense of like doing it faster than the actual track speed. But once we were able to get that underway, then it was much easier to go down and do it back to that 140 BPM speed. So that's a super, super cool technique to be able to, you know, master your technique and your flow. And when you get on stage, even if you're out of breath, you know how to do it like twice as fast. You know how to rap it twice as fast. So then it's going to be more chill, easier. Another thing, like apart from the pen thing, which is something that you guys can like do all the time. And this goes for anything, like if you want to learn how to, I don't know, recite a poem or learn a dance, choreography, do whatever you're doing while you're doing like some type of sport or whatever you're doing. So I don't know, I could be like cooking, something I do very rarely, but I do. And so when you're cooking, so you could be like cooking and just like, you know, spit out your verse. And what's super interesting about that is that you're taking your mind off rapping. So it's like you're distracted by something, you're forced to be distracted by something, but then you're still rapping. So it's like as if the rap is coming second nature, or the song, even if you're a singer, you know. So it could be, yeah, when you're cooking, it can be when you're doing sport. So when you're doing sport, it's like, yeah, you're taking your mind off things, you're doing something else, but then you've got to have that second nature raps, just still rapping. And what's good about when you're also like running and walking and doing something else, a physical activity, not like cooking, for example, is that you're actually using up that breath and like getting out of breath. So when you're going to be rapping, well, it's going to be, you know, super hardcore to get that breath, because if you get out of breath while you rap and you get out of breath while you run, if you do both at the same time, that's going to be a challenge. So then once you get on stage or in the studio, it's going to be so much more easy. It's going to be a breeze for you to rap those bars away. So yeah, I find doing that, taking your mind off things, so that it comes as second nature. And I've still got my pen in the hand, so yeah. Those are a couple of tips and tricks that I've learned. If you have like literally any questions on like, you know, vocal training, like I'm not going to obviously give like, you know, give training and techniques. I can give you guys my tips and techniques, but you know, and I'd be more than happy to. So if you have any questions, or even, you know, about buying a specific keyboard or things like that, then or if you guys need advice before before going on stage, like how I deal with it and things like that, drop it in the comments, send me a message on MP. I definitely reply to all the comments. So yeah, I hope you guys got motivated out of this, and yeah, it was the sort of the story time today on music and songwriting and inspiration. Story time, who knows, you might be seeing me in the recording studio, putting down some new tracks for y'all. So yeah, anyway, thanks for being here, and thank you for the support always. the new Audie B fam that has been showing me so much love. Keep it up. Tag me, repost my content, tag me, and I'll definitely shout you guys out and repost. And yeah, it really means a lot. So keep up those techniques. Keep working hard at your craft. That's all I can say. That's what I do every day. Is I just literally work. It's not about being good at just fitting bars. It's about being fit. It's about being healthy. It's about having a good image. So many things go into that to be able to be a good artist, not only a good rapper. So, and eating healthy, eating well, and getting all your vitamins in, and getting your vitamin intakes. So yeah, that's super important. Thanks for showing me love, and I'm so excited about this week. It's just been an absolute roller coaster, and I'll be so glad to see you guys now. Yeah, where we'll be talking about causes and values and daily life. So, anytime you've got questions about those or topics, I'll be putting in a little questionnaire on Instagram so you guys can write back and we can discuss. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the subscribe button below, click a like, and share the video. It means a lot, it means so much. Mwah. I love you guys, and talk to you very, very soon. Oh, and yeah, I got my hair did. So new hair. So yeah, it's not red. I said I was gonna go back red, but I'm on stage anyway and stuff. So yeah. Mwah. Lots of love, guys. Take care. Bye, y'all. Drop in any comments if you want, and I will reply to them. Or any comments or feedback, I'm there. Mwah. Bye.